Hello, hello, beloveds, and happy Monday. And so here we are. We have come through the day and time of resurrection into something completely new. And so many of us are still adjusting to this different time, this different energy, and this whole new world that we're experiencing. And many of us are looking for answers, looking for ways to connect to ourselves and to each other in deeper ways. And so, spiritual practice, as I've always shared with you, is the one way that has kept me grounded, has kept me centered and focused on the truth instead of being caught up in the stories and the chaos of the outside world. And so, allowing yourself tools that you can use that support you instead of grasping for different things is really what practice is about. Many of us think we know something, and in truth, we really don't. I was one of those people who actually used to believe, oh, because I was a librarian, that I had so much, insight, book knowledge, and so much going on in here. But it wasn't until I allowed myself to access my heart energy that my intuitive energy actually became stronger. Because remember, in truth, when I was a librarian, what I was truly doing was denying myself. I was denying my truth. And so many of us, now that people are home, are recognizing and waking up to our true selves, because we can't deny ourselves anymore. We can't deny our truths anymore. We can't deny the truths about others. So it's really trying to teach us to accept ourselves in ways that we've never, ever done before. There is no time in history that we've had this type of experience. And so we've got to do things from a different way completely. So thank you so much. Happy Monday, beloveds. Wherever you are in the world, I'm sending you so much love and light. And so yesterday, I was able to gather with my daughter and her beloved and my beloved, and we played Monopoly. Monopoly is one of my favorite games from childhood, and it really teaches you not only so much about about life and how you have to take risks, but also about your thinking process, your process of how you go through different things. And so I did win, so I was a little excited about that. I had money, I had the properties, but I took the slow and steady route. Instead of going for the big flashy things, I turned within and decided to go a slow route. And so many of us want things that instant gratification. We want the new phone, the new car, the new whatever. And many of us don't give ourselves a chance to get there. What we want is that instant right now. And sometimes we're not ready for it. It's just like the stories of people who win the lottery and then they lose it. I actually had a client of mine who was a mother on welfare back a few years ago, and then had so much success in her entrepreneurship. She became a millionaire very quickly, over 4 years' time. And after that sixth year, things changed, and that energy has changed. And so not only is she back where she started, but she's also back in a completely different space. Because the thing is, we say we want to be millionaires, but are we prepared mentally? Are we prepared spiritually and physically and emotionally? Many of us are not. And this is where we have to learn to accept ourselves where we are. We have to look at ourselves where we are instead of thinking we know everything. And so this is what I'm really talking about, is really, what do we know? How do we know ourselves? And so, like I shared at the very beginning, spiritual practice has been the way that has taught me the most about myself, as well as my tarot. I absolutely am a fanatic about tarot, because tarot for me isn't about fortune telling. And although I use it every day and have used it for the last decade with my clients, I really use it as a teaching tool, as a resource, and as an experience of deeper, not only intuition, but deeper wisdom that is truly within you. So many of my clients say, you know what, I thought about that, or I wish I would have known that before. And so I wanted to let you know I'll be hosting my first tarot mentoring pop-up because I want you to be able to support yourself, to get out of your head and tap into your spirit. And how you do that is through intuition. Many of us take classes in intuition, and that's just wisdom that goes in here. Like I said, as a librarian, I thought I knew so much because I was book smart and I read this book and I met this person and I did this and I knew this. But guess what? Tarot taught me about myself. Tarot allowed me to truly tune in to my intuition in ways that I had never done. And so this tarot mentoring pop-up is going to be on Thursday. It is something that I'm really excited about because I'll have a tarot, not only a ritual where we'll set our space and our place, but there'll also be a tarot meditation and a tarot prayer, as well as the, really getting to be true to yourself. Because many of us think we know, and then we go and look at the book. And that's not what tarot is. When you are learning tarot as an intuitive tool, this isn't about the book. And I'm not saying that I don't have books about tarot. No, I do. But I never read the book that comes with the deck because that really is the artist, the creator's ideology. The thing with tarot is, and how it supports you, is the signs and symbols. It is the language of spirit. And that's what I'll be sharing with you in this pop-up. So I want to share with you. So the energy that I'm talking about, just in general, I'm just going to share with you. So I've shared with you spiritual practice. I've shared with you the intuitive wisdom and how I want to be supporting you as you grow and move into a deeper understanding of yourself. So how do you feel about everything going on with the world and people who are hurting on our earth? How do I feel? I feel for my brothers and sisters, this is a time of waking up. And so as I was sharing, so here we go. So as I was talking, so I just started shuffling. Sorry, that's upside down. So we get the power Lodge of Pipes. So if you look at this deck, and this is the Mother Earth deck. This is, let me get the cover for you here. The Medicine Woman deck, apologize. You can tell this is an old deck. The box is falling apart. And so it is the Power Lodge of Pipes. And what that means, these pipes represent scrolls, swords. This is mental energy. And so as I was sharing with you, you can see here that this is energy that is intuition. This person is in the lodge, they are tuned in, they are in meditation. And so the reason I wanted to pick a card for you and share it with you is this is what I was talking about. So our tarot mentoring is really going to be going within what's in our mind versus what's in our heart, because our heart and our head are always at battle. And this is one of the biggest things, because our intuition does not come from our head. It comes from our pineal gland. Our pineal gland is connected to what's in our heart. This is why we get vision. This is how we get that intuitive, that intuitive hit, because it doesn't come from here. Even though it seems like it does not. And this is one of the main things that I'll be sharing with you in our tarot mentoring. So if you are interested in joining our first ever pop-up, it is also going to be available on Zoom and for replay, for limited replay. And I'll be doing these once a month because guess what? I want to teach you, I want you to practice. I want to teach you and I want you to practice, because tarot truly is a spiritual practice. And the more you use it, just like me knowing, okay, whatever card I got, I knew it was going to speak to what I was talking about, that we have to go within ourselves. And this is how we will heal our earth. And so it's a great question that you're asking me, LA Goddess, but the thing is, we are responsible for what we see. We are responsible for what we feel. So if you want to focus on hurting, then that's exactly what you're going to see. But if you want to focus on healing, I'm supporting you. And this is what I do also every Friday in Heart Happy. Heart Happy is our love donation, spiritual gathering, and circle. And I do this every single Friday because I'm here to truly be helpful. I'm here to serve and support. And so if you like to do things on your own, we've also have just created the Sacred Self Journal. And this is for people who are really wanting a spiritual practice or wanting to find out a little bit more about A Course in Miracles, because Heart Happy is based on A Course in Miracles. And so today's lesson, number 104, is what I want, what belongs to me in truth. I seek but what belongs to me in truth. And many of us don't recognize that we're looking at the illusion, the world. The world is telling us who we are, what to eat, where to go, how to be, and so that is we are responsible for what we see. And so if we want to see healing, if we want to see happiness, then that's what we'll allow ourselves to focus on. And so in this lesson, it's saying, I only want to see the truth. And the truth is that there is divine order. There is absolute divine order. We don't know what it is. And because we have been taught that we have to know everything in here, this is why so many people are afraid, because fear is a energy that grows and manifests. And because we don't know what's going to happen, and because we do see illness, because this is what we're focusing our attention on. But guess what? There's also people who are happy. There's also people, children that are being home with their parents and spending quality time. There's also, families coming together in ways and healing in ways that haven't happened in centuries. Worlds are coming together, cities are coming together, neighbors are coming together. So even though it feels like it's falling apart, there are things that are absolutely supporting us in healing our world. Again, when you seek the truth is what you will see. And so the Sacred Self Journal is a really kind of a way that you can dive a little bit into A Course in Miracles, but I'll also be sharing that with you every week in Heart Happy. So again, both of these are available in the link in bio below. And this is really, again, an opportunity for you to see yourself as your own spiritual teacher and healer. And yes, we all still need someone to talk to. We still need someone who can be with us, to be our guide, to be our support. I'm telling you, I'm in all kinds of classes. I have spiritual teachers. I'm in a year-long program for my Course in Miracles. I have so many different spiritual teachers, and I will not tell you I do not know everything. Absolutely not. I still read books on psychology and Carl Jung and archetypes to support me and my tarot. And so trying to go it alone, this is the other thing that we're learning. Trying to go it alone is a lonely road. We're being taught that we need each other, that supporting each other is how we grow and how we connect in so many ways. Being isolated and by ourselves, again, that is a choice that we're making because we're not alone. We have our ancestors, we have our neighbors, our friends, our family. And again, even if it's not your family of origin, you have cultivated your co-workers, your online community. There's so many ways that we can connect. And so we've got to get real about our healing if this is truly what we want. And so join me for our first ever tarot pop-up. And if you want to go a little bit deeper into a spiritual practice, join me on Fridays for Heart Happy. And if you want to go in and have a workbook, a journal to support you as you are learning and growing and expanding and becoming more of who you are, I recommend the Sacred Self Journal. And again, both of those are available in the link in bio right now. And so, I love to pray, so let's take it to prayer, beloveds. And so just knowing right where we are, Spirit is right where we are, peace is right where we are, possibilities are. And as we allow ourselves to just tune in, we turn on the truth, we turn on our hearts, we turn on our inner teacher. And so I just bless us mind, body, and spirit. I bless our loved ones, significant others, our children, our pets, our plants. I bless the food we eat and the drinks we drink. And as I bless each and every one of us, I bless every man, woman, and child, every tree and every sea, every animal and every insect. I bless it all. I bless every single aspect of our lives. I bless our finances. I bless our insight. I bless our opportunities. I bless our states, our countries, our humanness. I bless it all. And knowing that I am just so grateful to be here, to be truly helpful. I am just blessing the upcoming tarot mentoring. I'm blessing our Heart Happy gathering. I'm blessing every single follower and every listener who listens live or to the replay. I'm just blessing. I'm blessing this space. I'm blessing this feed, this page, this Instagram, this social media. I'm blessing our technology. I'm just blessing it all. I am open and receptive. And I know this is the truth for each and every one of us. And so thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Monday, and make it a blessed rest of your day. And truly give yourself the peace and the blessing to tune in and turn on. And so I send you love and light. And until next time, beloveds, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me.